They said that Spider-Man would not be king of the hill when certain books featuring the Man of Steel came up for auction. That proved to be not true. Spider-Man is still the man.
Tired of paying 10%, 15%, or more to sell your cards, comics, and digital collectibles? How does 1% sound? Too good to be true? Well, not anymore. MySlabs.com is the web's premier user-driven marketplace for buying and selling slabbed cards, sealed wax, and now slabbed comics and digital collectibles. So the next time you're forced to pay 10% or more to sell something from your collection, head over to MySlabs.com and join the 1% revolution.
So first thing this morning, I received a message from my mother-in-law. I mean, it was early. My mother-in-law sends me a text message, and I opened the text message up, and it is a link that says first edition Superman comic set to auction for more than $2 million. She didn't put any text there. She didn't say anything other than paste the link in for me to take a look at. And of course, I had to look at it. And over the course of the day, other people also sent me this link as well. If you guys remember, Spider-Man, a 9.6 of Amazing Fantasy 15 went up for auction. I want to say it was back in September or something like that. And I do believe that this comic sold for like 3.65 million. You guys got to fact check me. I think there's a lot of you out there that know some of this stuff better than I. But the book went for a crazy amount of money. And at the time, there was a lot of talk and speculation about the fact that there were these other Superman-related comics that were going to be coming up for auction a little bit later in the November, December timeframe. And I don't think at the time people really knew what the grades were of those books, but there was a lot of rumor that Superman was going to take back the throne, if you will. And we now know that what has been sold was let me find the link again here. There was a copy of Superman issue number 1, a 7.0. I mean, it is a gorgeous copy, and it sold on, what was it, yesterday? 2 days ago, sold 2 days ago for $2.6 million, which is amazing. Actually sold on Comic Connect on December 16th. Yeah, so a couple of days ago. And then there was also on December 15th, there was a CGC 3.0 of this Action Comics. I think it was Action Comics that also sold on Comic Connect for $1.6 million. Those honestly are some staggering numbers, no matter how you slice it. But at the end of the day, Spider-Man's still in charge of the show. So I want to welcome you guys to the Ready, Set, Go preview show, and it is going down. Shout out to all the blue wrenches in here. Shout out to everybody that is in the chat right now. Definitely appreciate all of you guys taking a little bit of time out of your respective Sundays to join me. Shout out to my man Milt, man. We are about to dig into the 12 days of Christmas. We are specifically going to be looking at day 7, 8, and 9. And over the course of this show, we're basically going to be doing some trivia. There are 3 trivia questions that we are going to post up. And if you can answer the trivia questions, you will have a chance at scoring one of these 3 things. And Milt has hooked it up big time. Shout out to Milt. There's some wonderful questions that are going to be coming up. And I do not know what the prizes are because I have not read that section of the questions, nor have I looked at what's inside these bundles here. So we are going to reveal it together over the course of this show. I will tell you, lag is a real thing, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to post up the trivia question. I'm going to read the trivia question, and then I'm going to select the correct first response that I actually see on my screen. You may see something different on your screen. I can only do what it is that I see on my screen. Blue wrenches, I'm going to be looking to you guys to keep me honest on this. My man Steve White is like, Milt is the man. He is indeed. Milt is the man. Chris Bigger trying to get in on some of that action, saying Milt is the man. He hooked it up, man. He definitely hooked it up. Shout out. Lag is a real thing, and so is FOMO. These are all real things. I got a couple of Christmas cards. I love my man Wayne hooks me up with a Christmas card. Shout out to you, brother. 3 Men in the Basement hit me up with a Christmas card. Tina sent me a Christmas card, sent one for the family, the whole 9 yards. Shout out to all those people. Happy holidays to everybody that is out there. Definitely want to encourage you to stay tuned to all platforms, because I'm going to be doing some things related to Christmas on the various platforms, and most notably probably Discord. I'm going to be doing some stuff on Discord. If you guys are not on the Discord server for Regie Collects, I want to encourage you guys to head over there. It's a great place to be able to continue the conversation after the live shows. And I check in at least once a day, sometimes 2 or 3 times, depending upon how frisky I'm feeling. So check out Discord when you can. There's a link in the description. The videos, the content that is going to be coming out from the channel this week, CGC made a mistake. CGC made a mistake. If you can believe that. I'm honestly glad they made the mistake, because it actually worked out in my favor, just being completely honest. So in one of the videos coming out this week, I'm going to be showing you what it is that CGC messed up on and why I am actually thankful for. What is that? Richard said Reggie is swift on the shipping, came a day earlier than expected by tracking. Can't complain about that. And the books are awesome. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't mess around with the shipping. I really don't. The ladies that work in my post office know me well, because I am literally at the post office pretty much every day dropping something off for folks. And I try to get stuff out as quickly as I can, because I do not want it in my room. I do not want it in my room at any way, shape, or form. So I try to get this stuff out of here just as quickly as I can. Again, Blue Wrenches, please be on the watch out for some things that are being said. So CGC made a mistake, and it was in my favor. So we're gonna look at that in a video. I went to a Comic-Con. I have not been to a Comic-Con in a long time, since the Berkeley show when I was living in the San Francisco Bay Area. But I went to a Comic-Con and I had fun. I had some fun, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. I had to do an attitude adjustment as well. And you guys will see and hear what I mean by that. The power of comics is another topic that I've spoken about repeatedly over the years. I personally believe that comics are incredibly powerful, and this has nothing to do with the dollars and cents associated with comics or any of that other kind of stuff. But I believe that comics serve a very important role. And so in a video this week, I'll be talking about that. And then, of course, we're going to be doing the Comics Today show. Comics Today show will be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in that show, I will be announcing the winner of the short boxed giveaway. There is a giveaway that we do every single month for the folks at Shortbox. Basically, there's a video, and in that video, you got to watch the video, comment on the video, and then randomly, I am going to identify one comment from the comments that are left behind. So this coming Wednesday, I will announce the winner of the short boxed giveaway, and it is a $100 credit for anything that is purchased on the short boxed app, which you can download on Apple and Android devices and all that good stuff. So in addition to those things, we're going to be having a podcast that is going to come out on Monday morning. So you can search for Regie Collects on your favorite podcasting platform and actually find me. And then on Wednesday, we have a wonderful blog post from Doug. We actually have part 1 of a 2-part series that it's going to be released this Wednesday and next Wednesday at 10 a.m. You do not want to miss the blog posts. They are well written, they are informative, and they are awesome. So I want to definitely encourage you guys to check that out. So a lot of great content that is going to be coming out. And like I said, I will be going on the Discord server, spending some time talking with the people out there. And then you never know. I might feel frisky and start doing some impromptu live streams. You just never know how this thing is going to flow. Scrolling down through some of the comments here. I am way behind on the comments here. Let me see. Doug has a great blog. Yes, he is. He's a good dude. He's a good dude, and he writes a good blog post. Scrolling through the comments here. But what is that? Yesterday in my YouTube feedback, a segment from Comic Collector Geek came up about a sale of Action Comics 1 for 4.5 this week. Am I the only one? I did not see that. I did not see that sale. There are people in this room like Wayne, that do a wonderful job of tracking some of these auctions. He sends me some of this auction stuff, and the FOMO is real. But then I realized that I do not have an infinite amount of money, so I very quickly click off those links that Wayne sends me. But if there's somebody in the room that saw that, I'm confident that they will actually speak up on some of that stuff. Shout out to my man Milt. He is up in here. We are doing the 12 days of Christmas thanks to this guy right here. Scrolling through. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. I am all caught up so far. All right, cool. So let's do this. Let's give something away. Let's do something right from the top. We're going to go ahead and give something away. Let me see. Again, lag is a real thing. So bear with me, people. I'm going to get my question ready so that I can post it in and then also read it to you guys verbally. Bear with me as I do this. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the first one for 7 days of Christmas. 7 days of Christmas. It is going down right now. And the question, if you are ready for it, who dat is in the house? How you doing? Who wrote the first Captain America? There are two parts. Who wrote the first Captain America is the question. Action figure comedy. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you, my friend. Who wrote it? There we go. So what is that? Speaking of Friday great appearances, first or cameo, Squirrel Madness. Comic Noob, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Okay, so I see some answers coming in. I see single answers. I see some single answers actually coming in. There are two parts. All right, so I'm seeing some of that come in. Oh, I read that so wrong at first. I didn't know what that was saying. Tina, the OG Blue Wrench, Squirrel Madness Blue Wrench. Shout out to all my Blue Wrenches that are in here. Let me see. I saw the answer here and I started running my mouth. All right, so let me make sure. This one is correct. Action figure comedy is the first person that I see with the correct answer. Dave, you're going to have to work with your brother on counting. Two parts. You've got to work with him. I feel confident that you're going to be able to assist him. All right, so let's look at what it is that Milt has sent over that action figure comedy Dave Bratton is going to be getting. And there we go. Clearly, the question is related to the gift. That is a sign. This is the adventures of Captain America and his buddy Bucky right here. This is a graphic novel. It is a nice thick one. Soft cover. This one is for you, action figure comedy. So I'm going to bundle this up. I need you to send me an email to Regie@regiecollects.com with your name, your screen name, your mailing address. Even though I have all that stuff, I like it for the records. Send me that. I will bundle this up along with another Christmas related book that Milt sent, and I will send this off to you, sir. Congratulations. Let me write that down because I will forget by the time that this show actually wraps up. There you go. So again, shout out to Comic Noob. How you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Squirrel Madness is getting back to us on that. What was it? A $4.5 million copy? He says, I don't know if it's confirmed sale. I think it's raw and expect it to be a 9.4 to 9.6. If somebody paid that kind of money for a raw book, woo. I mean, if you have it like that, I want to be your friend. If there's anybody in here that has that kind of money, okay, I want to be your friend. Look at the screen. I'm a good guy. Let's make this magic happen, okay? Let's make this magic happen. Oh, man. All right, so I am all caught up. Joe is not happy with that. Joe is not happy. Shout out. All right, 4.5 is a mere bag of shit. Oh man, well done. All right, so we already talked about the not record-breaking sale of Superman 7.0 issue number 1 that sold for $2.6 million, and then also a $1.6 million copy of Action Comics. I think it was 3.5. I'm going off of memory here, so if I get something wrong, you guys are going to have to forgive me. One of the things that I flagged on the thumbnail was around Chris Claremont. It appears that Chris Claremont is actually coming back to Marvel yet again. I don't know how many lives this man has when it comes to Marvel Comics, but as a person that continues to write, I don't think that that this is the end, right? I don't know if this is going to be. I guess it is. It's a monthly. He's doing a monthly X-Men title in 2022. So this is going to be really, really interesting. When I had my chance to interview him, he made mention that he is still writing, still coming up with great ideas. And maybe this is evidence of something that he came up with that he actually pitched that Marvel bid on. So Chris Claremont returns to his X-Men Heyday and new 2022 title. Despite what that title says, he is not writing X-Men. He is coming back doing an X-Men related title, and potentially from this image, you can tell which character he is going to be focused on, or you can just read the words that are written down below. All right, so it says, when it comes to the X-Men, no creator is as synonymous with Mutant Team Adventures than writer Chris Claremont, who shepherded the X-Men in their core title and numerous spinoffs from 1975 until about 1991. In March of 2022, he is back and he is going to be working on a title featuring Gambit. And basically, they don't know anything. This is on Newsarama. No further details of the new Gambit title's plot has been revealed, but the series is scheduled to kick off just as the X-Men are entering its upcoming Destiny of X era in March and April. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have not read any X-Men stuff in a while. It's been a little while. But he is back. This thing basically goes on to say nothing other than the fact that Gambit was created by Chris and Jim Lee when he was debuted in Uncanny X-Men Annual Issue number 14. So maybe that is now his first appearance. Maybe the value of X-Men 266 will start to fall and allow me to get that 9.8 that I've been so trying to get. Who is that? Shadow says, can't wait for the new title to drop out featuring Gambit. This potentially is some good stuff. This potentially is some good stuff, bodes well for maybe the future of Gambit. When I spoke to Chris many minutes ago, he made mention of the screen, I think it's a screenplay, I guess a screenplay that he wrote for the Gambit movie. And I guess he was a little disappointed that did not go further. Maybe he's repurposing that movie for this comic. I don't know. Maybe it's all new content. I don't know. Maybe it's going to lead into the X-Men animated series. I don't know. I think it's dope that Chris is back at Marvel making some magic happen. What is this? Phil Tastic says, I'm iffy on it. He says, wasn't thrilled with the X-Men Forever a few years ago, and he may just read it online. I think he is referring to one of Chris Claremont's previous returns to the X-Men in a title called X-Men Forever, a book that I did not read. He is indeed fire. He is indeed. Jim Lee is the man, no doubt about that. Almighty Liker King saying, I'm missing out, man. I read, see, when as I was making my statement, I realized that I had read, I do believe, the first part of either Inferno or something leading into Inferno, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But there are many things that I don't like at first take. And then I spend a little bit more time with it, and then I'm on board. So scrolling through some of the comments here, scrolling. Oh, Almighty Liger King says we need Chris and Jim Lee back together for one more run. I don't know if that'll ever happen. Just Jim is so deep into DC that I don't know if that would ever be allowed. Like he can, I feel like he steps out and does some stuff for Image, but I don't know. It'd be dope. ComX is in the house from Italy. How you doing, my friend? We appreciate the international flair. Whenever the folks international get a chance to pop in, it is always good to see you. Thank you, brother, for joining. There are too many X-Men. Maybe it's time for 95. Milk. Don't you start that No More Mutant stuff, brother. Don't you go there, my friend. I did post up a little trivia earlier today on the Instagram. I tagged you, Milt, I tagged Squirrel Madness, and Joe. I tagged the three of you guys. I saw at least one response from Wayne. He gave me his read on the trivia question that I had been doing some research trying to get myself lined up. We need Donnie Cates and Jim Lee to hook up. I don't want to see that. So scrolling through some of the comments here, seeing what else you guys are talking about. Blue Wrench is welcoming people. That's what's up. Currently been trying to get all, man, I have a 9.6 in my PC. I have a 9.4 for sale on regiecollects.com. And I've been eyeballing a couple of 9.8s. I am on the struggle bus when it comes to paying like $1,000 for the first appearance, X-Men 266. I am on the struggle bus with this one. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull the trigger. I keep hoping that the price will come down. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know if that would ever happen. Oh man. John Byrne. I don't know about that one. Scrolling down, Joe, thank you, brother. I'm sure you'll get to it. It's no rush. It's no rush at all, my friend. Imagine James tying on X-Men. James is a talented cat. There is no doubt about that one. I want to see Jim Lee do a Batman. Now, what's funny is I was reading a comic earlier today with Batmite. I've been in Silver Age DC all day today. Like I was reading it. I took a nap. I woke up. I read it some more. I got coffee. I read it some more. Like I've been reading Silver Age all day long. Matt Woods is in the house. How you doing, brother? It is good to see you. What was that? Regie. So pay for it in the Canadian funds and no, he's talking about buying Uncanny X-Men issue number 266, the first appearance of Gambit or the cameo appearance, whatever you want to call it, the Gambit appearance at a 9.8. Yeah, man, I am on the struggle bus. Regie with 2 A's. How you doing, brother? It is good to see you. I ran into another Regie. And I thought it was you. And I was like, you that Regie that's always in the chat? It wasn't that Regie. It's a different dude, black dude named Regie. I mean, clearly there's a lot of us out there. So I'm just throwing it out there. All right. So we just clipped off so far on the videos that are going to be coming out from the channel. The fact that a 7.0 copy of Superman issue number 1 sold for a ridiculous amount of money at $2.6 million. And then we also talked about the fact that Chris Claremont is coming back to Marvel yet again to work on a Gambit title for the X-Men. And we'll see what it all, if your wife saw you buy ASM1 in Canadian dollars, you might have some splaining to do. Yeah, man, no doubt about that one. Gambit is also awesome, except when the writers don't know New Orleans. I'll have to defer to you on that one, brother. I've been to New Orleans maybe five times. There's a question here. Magnificent Key Comics says, Regie, would you ever collaborate on bringing a comic book to the market? And if you had a chance, who would you collaborate with? I would say, yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I am honestly trying to live my best life, right? Whether it be with my collection, with the channel, or with the opportunities that come my way. And the thing about it, man, is that if something like this were to present itself, I would absolutely jump on it if it made sense. It all has to make sense, and it has to be the right time. So yeah, I would absolutely do it because I think that it would be dope to do it. And who would I collaborate with? Whoever is willing to collaborate with me that has some talent, right? From an artistic standpoint, you always want to say, you want to say the big names, right? You want to tick off those big names of those people that you've always admired from an artistic standpoint. But at the end of the day, they're there are a lot of amazingly talented people out there that may not have the brand recognition, but definitely have the talent to be able to bring a comic to market. And so at the end of the day, if I like the person and the person likes me and they have the right talent and the opportunity is right, let's do it. It doesn't matter who they are. Let's do it. So Magnificent Key Comics. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for the email, man. Would you hit me up? Let's do this thing. Scrolling through, Regie should write a book for Top Cow. Man, I'm gonna tell you, Top Cow, Image, Skybound, Boom Studios, AWA, TKO Studios, you name it, let's do it. My X-Men 266 is nice enough that I think it would hit a 9.8. That's what's up. Congrats on that, brother. Congrats on that. All right, so let's go to my second topic. And after this second topic, we are actually going to give away another book. This is going to be the 8th day of Christmas. So stay tuned for that. And again, lag is a real thing. I will be posting the question here momentarily. This one is for you, Doug Bratton. This one is for you, my friend. I saw this, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, we are going to talk about this one tonight. And one guess, if you're out there and you know anything about Doug, one guess what this is going to be about. And the first two comments the first two comments were spot on. Even one of them had, well, one's a question mark and one's an exclamation mark, and you're both right. It is about Sandman. And I saw this one and again thought of him and had to do it. DC Comics is going to reprint the entire Sandman run ahead of the Netflix streaming series. So this Netflix streaming series is supposed to be dropping at some point in 2022. We've already seen a couple of teasers and trailers and all that kind of stuff. But DC is trying to get some cash, and they're going to reintroduce people to Sandman. And they say it's no dream. DC is reprinting all 75 issues in an affordable set. And I do believe that this is a steal directly from the Netflix series. Again, we've seen some trailers and teasers and all that kind of stuff out there. So with Netflix adaptation of the Sandman anticipated to debut in 2022, DC has announced plans to reprint the entire iconic series in 4 new soft cover volumes. Each one will come with new covers using imagery from the upcoming Netflix streaming series. Here is the breakdown. April 5th, Sandman Book 1. You can see that it's Sandman 1 through 20. April 19th, Book 2. 21 through, what is that, 337? I don't know what that can't be 337. That can't be through maybe 37. Yeah, probably through 37. It also includes a couple of specials. May 3rd, Book 3. This is issue number 38 through 56, all collected plus a special. And then May 17th is Book 4, and that will include Sandman issues 57 through 75. And then you got some other stuff, some additional covers and blah, blah, blah. So there you go. That is going down. Doug, go ahead and just send your money right now so that you can get these. I know you already have multiple copies of the floppies, but now you can get the soft covers of the collected work, and you can see that it's basically coming in April and May, which means that we're probably going to get the Sandman series around the mid part of the year is my guess. I'm guessing based upon the way that this article is written. That is an assumption on my part. Who knows whether that is true? Let me go to the chat real quick while I get there. See, this is why I work with this dude, you know, like no sooner than I said it, it's on the screen, right? This article is on Newsarama. Thank you for asking the question. I am a big fan of Newsarama. I dig their writing, like this guy Chris's article right here. I dig their writing. I feel like it's balanced. It's not It's not over the top. It's not based upon gossip and all that other stuff. It's actually some factual stuff in there. So they should make the books $10 each, says Milt. It's all about the Benjamins, no doubt about that. It makes sense. Good plan on their part. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. What is that? Harvey Abel saying, getting the feeling my LCS will be getting a Sandman submission from him. That's what's up. Get after it. Get after it. So again, wanted to share that one because I thought that was a cool thing. Shout out to my man Doug. All right, so let's go ahead and do the 8th day of Christmas. I want to type my question in here and then we will let it rip. So bear with me. So if you know anything about Milt, you might be like, Reggie, you might want to fact check this one. Like, Milt's a good dude, but there's certain things I might need to fact check him on. I didn't fact check him, so hopefully this thing is right. And you will see what I mean by that in just a second. And so the 8th day of Christmas, as a reminder, you can only win once per show. This is open to people in the US and also in Canada. We love the Canadians. If you're international, if you win, we can talk about it. I'll try to make some arrangements. Pretty fly. All right, so here we go. This is the question. I'm going to type it in and also read it to you. I'm trying to read the question to make sure I didn't introduce any errors there. So here it is. What was the first hip hop album? What was the first hip hop album? And if you know anything about Milt, you're probably like, Milt may not have listened to hip hop. So, and I honestly don't know the exact one. I actually don't know. Dave is what is that out now of the running? Okay. I thought I read that a completely different. Oh, so I need to know what is the name of the hip hop album? What is the name of the hip hop album? I will also take the group. Or the year. I'll take any of that stuff. Because there's a lot there. There's a lot there. I'm scrolling up to the top. No. Alan, no, sir. No, sir. It is not Nasir. No, sir. It is not. I've been listening to a lot of Nasir as of late. All right. So the first one that I see is Philtastic. Philtastic Comics and Art has given the correct answer. The first hip hop album was Rapper's Delight from Sugar Hill Gang in 1976. Hip hop, the hip it to the hip it to hop, you don't stop. All right, so here Terry had it right. Richard had it correct. Kimball, man, you guys are on it. It is not Big Daddy Kane. Good job, though. I did like some Big Daddy Kane and Kumo D. Harvey's like, no, don't know. You guys know it is not the Jackson 5. It is not Jay-Z, even though I've been listening to a lot of Jay-Z as well. And Alan has figured it out. Alan has figured out what it actually is. Well done. Well done. So again, if you win tonight, send me an email to Regie at regiecollects.com. 1G in there with your screen name, your government name, and your mailing address, and I will bundle this stuff up for you. Let me put him back on the screen. There we go. Put that up there to make sure. All right, Philtastic. Let's see what it is that you have won on this 8th day of Christmas. My Milt gave to me, and Alan has already figured it out. The hip hop covers. This is a hard cover. The hip hop covers, you can see all of the covers right there. Well, many of the covers. I've never seen the Howard the Duck, Old Dirty Bastard. I've never seen that one right there. Or the Drake Silver Surfer. I've not seen those. Wow, there's a lot of these that I have not seen. These are cool. All right, so this is the hip hop covers. This is from Ta-Nehisi Coates. I didn't know that. The stunning volume showcases 70 comic book covers inspired by some of the most iconic albums in music history. Experience page after page of incredible artwork featuring the heroes of the all-new, all-different Marvel Universe from A-Force to the X-Men by an unbelievable roster of talent. That's what's up. 70 pages right there, almost as big as the guide for comic book collecting. Well, sorry, almost as big as the Guide to Smart Comic Collecting. There we go, for sale right now on regiecollects.com. Shout out to Milt and Phil-tastic. Congrats, brother. Send me that email. I will get that bundled up. We have one more. We have one more thing to do. And as you can probably tell, this one is a slab. You can only win one time per night. All right, keeping it moving, keeping it moving. I just got Dave's email. It just popped up on my other screen. I have a few of the Miles Morales hip hop covers, and they are really good. That is what's up. I was not in comics at the time that these came out. I have never seen one in the wild. Never seen one in the wild in all the years and all the comic shops I've been to. I have never seen one in there anywhere. Yeah. So thank you, Richard, for bringing that up. The original, the first print right here was about 75 pages, 64 written or so, not including the double spread and then the covers and all that stuff. So I always say about 65 pages for this one, probably a little bit more than that. And then the one that we're still working on, the second print, which we hope to get out soon to you guys, is closer to 90 pages. The layout of reflow has not been complete. It is going to be closer to 90 pages. It is robust. It is robust. What is that? Wait a minute, trivia question. What was the first rap rock song? It was the My Adidas Walk This Way. Was that the one with Run DMC and I can't remember the group. Can't remember the other group. Almighty Liger King says he got, there you go, Walk This Way. There you go. Tried to collect them all. Came close. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. It was Aerosmith. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I knew it was Run DMC, but the Aerosmith, I kind of lost it on that one. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like it when it's robust? I mean, really. Yule, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Yule coming in here. How you doing? Comic shop owner in Berkeley, California. It is good to see you, my friend. I'm going to be honest with you, Yule. I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I've been looking at a lot of DC books, and I have some regret. I have some angst and some pains from the many times that I was in your shop and you had all of those wonderful DC books, and I was so focused on the Marvel books. I regret passing by many wonderful DC books, Reverse Flash. I mean, it was just wonderful copies of DC books that I just blew past. I have some angst, Yule. Can you guys feel my pain? Scrolling through DC is the way. Hey, don't get carried away, okay? Don't get carried away. What is that? My midsection is robust. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, I've received so many compliments on the hoodies that I've been wearing as of late. That oversized hoodie is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites, man, from Built. I don't even know if they're still in operation right now. They need to give me that pattern. Give me the pattern so I can get those hoodies made, and I will bring those hoodies back to the market for the Gibbon Gang and all the comic book soldiers. All right, let me keep this thing moving. There is one additional thing that I want to talk about, and then maybe we'll do some Q&A. So if you guys have questions or things you want me to riff on, get ready, because maybe we'll rip into some of those things. This one is one that kind of follows up on something that I spoke about maybe a week ago. And this is another one by Chris, and is another article that is on Newsarama. Again, I'm a big fan of Newsarama, so I get a lot of my information from there. That is the information that you guys don't send me as comic book soldier reporters. But a while ago, like a week ago, that's a while for me, I reported out that IDW was potentially going to be losing its license for a couple of properties, specifically Transformers and G.I. Joe. And I actually reported it from the other side, from the fact that Image, specifically Skybound, was in the running to actually get those licenses and that they would then start to produce Transformers and G.I. Joe comics. What I saw today, which actually came out 2 days ago, is there are some changes. Their change is afoot at IDW, specifically with some staffing. The editor-in-chief is leaving. The editor-in-chief of IDW is leaving in the midst of the news that Transformers and GI Joe licenses are going away. And so this is not really relevant. I mean, or like really a big deal, but I do think that it's interesting. Uh IDW may go down. I mean, let's be completely honest. IDW may go down because didn't licenses for Punisher, I'm sorry, Predator and Aliens go to Marvel. So Marvel has that. They picked that up earlier, I want to say in 2021. Now Transformers and GI Joe may also be leaving. What else does IDW have? Do they still have a big roster? You guys may know some of this stuff better than I, but IDW's publishing editor-in-chief, John Barber, has announced that he's stepping down from his position and leaving the company entirely. He basically says that this has been in the works. This has been in the works for a while. It's been part of his plan. Maybe like me since last week. He was editor-in-chief since May of 2018 when he returned to the company after a 2-year hiatus. He previously served as one of the publisher's senior editors from around 2011 to around 2016. So this is the guy right here. He is out. I do not think it says where he's going, but this exit comes as reports emerged just 9 days ago that the Transformers and G.I. Joe comic book licenses would be up for grabs, with Robert Kirkman's Skybound Entertainment reportedly being one of the top contenders. IDW acquired the comic book licenses for those two properties in 2005 and 2008, and quickly became key pillars for the publishing line ever since. What has surprised me about this is that when I originally spoke about this, it was IDW. It was almost positioned like IDW was the only one that was contending for these licenses. Now it's like top contenders. And in the back of my mind, I always wondered if Boom Studios was in this. I always wondered if Boom Studios was in the mix. Ross Ritchie is an awesome guy. Boom Studios is on fire. Boom Studios is in LA, as is a lot of the production houses and the filming studios. And if they're going to be rebooting Transformers and G.I. Joe, and well, technically G.I. Joe kind of was already rebooted, but it would make sense that Boom Studios was in the running. So I would be very surprised if they are not. So scrolling through, you all may have to hit you up, brother. I don't know if you still have some of that stuff over there, man. I may have to hit you up. I'm going to be honest with you, Joe. I don't think you should ever lead a sentence with Chris Bigger knows. I don't think you should ever do that. Scrolling through, what is that? If you add the top 100 comic book stories, how many would be Marvel versus DC? I think DC by far has the best stories all time. Yeah, no, I don't think so. No. I mean, let's be honest. You put the top, so they just did. Newsarama just did the top 10 stories of all times from both Marvel and DC. You could put those two stories side by side, and I will promise you, people will know more of the Marvel stories than they will of the DC stories. I will promise you that. Come on, man. Come on. You can't make that comparison. I am so behind on the comments. I am way behind. Maybe IDW can do go. Oh man, that is hilarious. Robert Kirkman and G.I. Joe, that would be very cool. Is there much difference between rap and hip hop? I would say that there is. You know, I don't make a distinction between the two, but a lot of people that are much more knowledgeable than I probably draw a harder line between the two. You know, in my mind, when I think about hip hop, I think about early rap. I think Definitely the 80s, maybe the early 90s. I think break dancing, b-boy style. I think the boom boxes, and then I think in the 90s you made this real transition to rap, gangster rap, and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't necessarily about your neighborhood so much as like your region and your money and that kind of stuff. I think hip hop in my mind is like that early New York gritty kind of stuff. Rap is more of an evolution, if you will, of hip hop. That's kind of how I think about it. So let me see. Scrolling through some of the comments here. Scrolling through, but man, they really are. Boom Studios is no joke. The proximity that Boom Studios has to the studios is not accidental. The fact that they have deals in place for like right of first refusal for TV and movie, there is definitely a plan right there. There is a plan, no doubt about that. All you DC guys stick together. You gotta love it. I respect it. I got Marvel is always gonna pull more interest. Again, I think that when you think about, in my mind, the big three, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, those are the big three in my mind. And I think that maybe it'll always be that way. I don't know. But at the same time, when you start to go beyond those big three, I think that Marvel has much more of a bench than does DC, because I think you then start to look at like the X-Men and the FF and Incredible Hulk and all of the other teams and people that come after that. When you go beyond your big two, if you will, at DC, you have Wonder Woman, you have maybe Aquaman, you have Flash, and then it gets a little different. It's a little different, at least in my mind. Man, there's this guy. Ooh, he's making some big statements over here, making some big statements. Yeah, I don't believe in absolutes. I don't believe in absolutes are the worst. I would say, let's put it this way. I think that we are going to have to agree to disagree on which publisher puts out the best content. So scrolling through, there you go. Almighty Liger King jumped in it. He said hip hop is the culture, rap is the music in that culture. I don't know. Everyone has a definition. Scrolling through, did DC actually publish Sandman? Scrolling through, let me see. I think I'm way behind, man. I am way behind. Superman drags down DC. Scrolling through, Marvel pounds, yeah. No doubt about it. Marvel does, yeah. Marvel pounds DC where it counts. Some might attribute that to the sheer number of books that come out. Maybe, but look at how many titles actually come out featuring Batman. I mean, really, again, Batman at one point, I want to say, when I looked at it once before, I think I reported out on this in November and December of this year, Batman was basically on 75% of the titles coming out from DC. That's staggering. 75% of the titles coming out include Batman. That's tough. And at one point, Marvel, you probably could have said the same thing about Spider-Man, but those days are not here. Just in all fairness, I think that the indies have a lot more energy and excitement about them than does either Marvel or DC, right? Just in terms of sheer reading enjoyment, robustness of diverse content, the indies are killing it. The indies are absolutely killing it. There is no doubt about that. Richard beat me. Richard's right there. He says 85%. Whew, I think it's more like 75, but it probably feels more like 95. Scrolling down through some of the comments here, I am way behind. Harvey Abel says, I see where the newest Spider-Man movie is getting 99% approval ratings. People are absolutely losing their mind over this movie. People seem to really, really like it, except for Chris Bigger. He compared it in the Discord. He compared the latest Spider-Man movie to the Green Lantern movie. That's why, Joe, you should never lead a sentence with Chris Bigger knows. Just trust my word for it. Mark is on it. He's like, this is where you direct us to the latest video. If you saw the latest video, the whole thing is there is no best. There is no best, because that does not account for individuality. That does not account for subjectivity or the context that someone may find themselves in. There is no best. There isn't. There's best for you, which might be a best for me. That's why there is no best. The real Roxanne. Oof. Shantae, scrolling down. I know some hip hop history. Super chat came in. Super honorable nephew. How you doing, man? It is good to see you. I hope all is well or all is good. Happy holidays to all. Y'all be good. God bless. Super honorable nephew. This dude ahead of the curve with Noctera being optioned ahead of the curve. He has all the Nocteras, all of them. Scroll. I'm reading some of the comments, even though I'm not saying it out loud. I'm actually reading some of them. Mild says, I think the best company of 2021 was AWA. I do like some AWA and some Moths and some of the other stuff that they put out. No doubt about it. No spoilers. No spoilers. I mean, you guys are not going to be able to spoil this movie, at least for the next year, because it'll be about a year from now that I will actually see the movie. So I'm going to need you guys to like hold off on ruining it for me. Scrolling through some of the boom, shots fired, says Chris Bigger. I actually did as well. I actually enjoyed the movie, and it's probably because I like Ryan Reynolds. I like Ryan Reynolds. I think he is hilarious. I really do think he's hilarious. Scrolling through. All right, we're gonna do one more trivia. Did this guy is just oh man, I don't know. So there's some people here with some jokes, man. There's some jokes that are flowing in here. Again, there is no best, people. All right, so let's get to the 9th day of Christmas. The 9th day of Christmas. Let me get this all typed in, and then I will. Thomas, like, Green Lantern was good. I mean, again, I'm a fan of it. Was I entertained? Did I enjoy it? Then that's a win. If I leave the room on a movie, it's pretty much dead to me. All right, so here we go. I want you guys to get ready. I want you guys to get ready for this one. So, no. All right. Spelling's gonna count. Spelling's gonna count, and I'm gonna tell you for a fact, I'm the worst speller ever. Okay, I'm the worst speller ever. All right, so get ready. This is trivia. This is the last trivia of the night. We still have one more to do. This coming Wednesday, December 22nd, we're going to give away 3 additional gifts from Milt. But tonight we're going to do the last one. This is the 9th day of Christmas, and as you can tell, this is a slab. Spelling is going to count, so get ready. All right, here is the question, and yes, spelling does count. Where was Jesus born? You better get it right. Man, I am waiting. Oh, a lot of them coming in. I see Jerusalem. I see him coming in. Nazareth. Well done. Okay, let me get it right. Let me scroll up, and then I need to check you all spelling. Chris, you better be careful. You better be careful, brother. I don't want that kind of trouble. Oh no, that wasn't in relation to my question. Sorry, I was off. Scrolling through, I see an answer. I need to spell check it. There we go. Okay, so this is it. Joe got it right. Bethlehem is where he was born. Well done, Joe. All right, so let's see what it is that Milt gave to thee. And it is a slab, and we are gonna crack it open. Oh, Milt, you doing big things, Milt. You're doing big things. I think I have a couple of copies of this at CGC right now, actually. Fingers crossed it might come back at a decent grade. I forgot to cut the tape on the bottom of this one, so bear with me, Joe. All right, so let me throw this up. Yep, Joe's already up there. Whew, that's nice. That's nice right there. All right, here we go. Here we go. There we go. I don't know what this has to do with Jesus or Bethlehem. I don't know. There's no relation here. At least I don't think. But this is Star Wars issue number 41, a 7.5 with white pages. This is part 3 of the Empire Strikes Back movie adaptation. And isn't this the first appearance of Yoda? I thought it was like the first appearance of Yoda. They never put that on this one, but I thought that that's what this is. I could be wrong about that. But there you go. Shout out to Milt. He hooked it up yet again. Scrolling down. Jesus. I am not going to say that one out loud. I am not going to say that out loud. Okay. I wish you luck. I wish you luck. So Milt hooked it up. Star Wars issue number 41, 7.5. Going to my man Joe. Joe, even though I have your information, please send me an email to Regie at regiecollects.com. Oh, there we go. Well done. There we go. Okay, so the star. There we go. So it is the tie-in of the star overhead with Star Wars. Well done, Melt. I was not making that connection. I am glad that you are here to help me out. Sometimes all of my time spent in, vacation Bible school and all of that stuff sometimes gets away from me. So thank you, brother. People, man, I will put it on screen, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna just tell you right now. Oh, I'm not touching it. I am not going to touch that one at all. You guys are hilarious. All right, so let's do a little rip and response, man. Whatever you guys want to talk about for at least a couple of minutes, throw it up there, all caps, because of my old eyes. I need to be able to see it. I hope that Almighty Liger King actually makes it back to the next live stream, because I don't know if it's gonna happen for him. So I put up on the Instagram a little bit of a poll, and my question was the first Silver Age Joker. What was it? Was it the World's Finest issue number 88, or was it Batman issue number 136? Both Squirrel Madness and my man Joe are saying that they believe it is World's Finest issue number 88. They are both saying the same thing, but the audience on Instagram does not agree. Right now it is an 11-13 split, with 13 people voting for Batman issue number 136. So there you go. I don't know. The data around that is a little interesting, and I was going back and forth with AA Comics, Aaron, AA Comics earlier today, and he was saying that is like a big topic of debate in the Batman community right now. Well, not even right now, but just a big topic of debate, which is the first Silver Age appearance of the Joker. It's a little clearer for some of the other villains, but when it comes to Joker, that's a little nebulous. But we hear from at least a couple of the DC experts in the room that it is World's Finest issue number 88. There you go. Well done, brother, because that maybe that'll save you. Squirrel Madness is going back on record. Brandon Keefe is saying it's 136. So I'm scrolling through some of the comments here. You guys are asking, hey, check it out, okay? When am I getting a new wall? It is not Christmas yet, okay? It is not Christmas yet. Relax, people, relax. Things will happen. There's still one more show before Christmas. Relax, people. Okay, relax. All right, it's coming up. I encourage you guys to stay tuned. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. It's being thrown out here. The question is which one was published first, and I think that I don't know. I was about to make some stuff up, Tina. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't know. I was earlier today just reading Batman issue 136. Is that what I said? 136. I'm reading that one just because again I've been digging deep into the DC stuff right now. So I'm literally reading that one right now. Yeah, Batman 136. Let me see. Okay. Double A knows more. Yeah, he and I were going back and forth, and he was like, "Hey, if you ever want to mix it up about this," I was like, "Brother, I just want the answer. Like, I don't want to debate it. I just want to know." But he does know. He does know a lot about Batman, and we had a wonderful conversation. He and I, Aaron and I, and he was basically saying that while a lot of people have been focused on Marvel, he has been in the blue ocean that is DC right now. And in many respects, and we've spoken about this several times, DC in many respects represents a blue ocean because there is so much energy and excitement behind Marvel because of the movies and things like that. A lot of money is flowing into Marvel, but DC Comics are blue ocean in a lot of respects. And so if you do not know about blue ocean strategy, if you do a search, you definitely can find some information. What era of comic art do you prefer? Part of it is the mid 90s, like that 93, 94 time frame, 92, 93, 94, because that was when I was a kid. So those images, that style, that Jim Lee artwork is something that really set with me. But I'm also a Silver Age guy. And so Silver Age Marvel comic art style doesn't really matter who it is. I'm into it. Even the language, the style of writing is something that speaks to me. Some of it can be a little dated, but I still enjoy it for the quaintness that it offers me, So that is still something that I enjoy. I really do. Squirrel Man is dropping some knowledge in here. He says, if Showcase 4 is the first Silver Age book in DC, then World's Finest 88 is chronologically first. And from my interpretation of that, there seems to be some question as to what is the official start of the Silver Age in DC Comics, whether it is Showcase issue number 4, which might be part of the reason why the Silver Age appearance of the Joker is a tough thing. A lot of people, I do believe, say that Fantastic Four issue number 1 is the start of the Silver Age in Marvel Comics. So thank you, Tina. We will be changing the wall, no doubt about that one. We will make some magic happen. Doug is basically like, I like the first Copper Age appearances of Batman's villains. Scrolling through X-Men related question. Oh, Christmas related X-Men. Christmas. Have you ever received a comic related Xmas gift? If so, what was it? If you've ever received a comic related Christmas, have I ever received a comic related Christmas gift? I mean, I've received comics for Christmas, and I would say that is definitely comic related. I received a wonderful statue from subscribers of the channel last year. Wonderful Spider-Man statue that was sitting behind me for quite some time. That Venom right there is actually a Christmas gift that came from a subscriber last year as part of the Patreon gift exchange that we do every single year. This is the second year that we've done it. So I've received a healthy number of comic related Christmas gifts from people. Harvey Abel actually sent me a couple of Christmas related comics last year. So yeah, I've received a healthy number of those things over the year. Yes, on Blue Ocean, picked up entire volume 1 of DC, Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, and Captain Carrot, all for the low price of less than Marvel stuff. No doubt about that one. John Romita, Senior Spider-Man is also good. I would agree with that. Scrolling through, who is that? Tom's getting in on the action. He says, Silver Age books, I enjoy the style of those more than modern. There is something about Silver Age. There is something about the Silver Age style of writing, the covers, the artwork that just resonates with me. And I still read a lot of modern stuff, no doubt about it, but there's something about the Silver Age. I mean, I even go back and read Golden Age stuff. I've even read, some early, Atlas comics, some early Timely stuff. That writing style is definitely dated. The art style is definitely dated. But the Silver Age, it still speaks to me. Still speaks to me. So, did DC ever really stop using the Joker from the Golden through the Silver? Maybe for 6 months or so. That may also be part of the challenge. I think with some of those other ones like Two-Face and Riddler and the Penguin, I think that there was definitely a bigger break than maybe what was seen with Joker. So I think that there is something to your comment, Milt. But you and Joe and Wayne probably and Chris Bigger probably know better than I with some of that stuff. Scrolling through some of the comments here. Scrolling through. What is that? New comic recommendation to read: Daisy Dark Horse. I don't know about that. I read out. And that issue 3, just it's so good. I read that. It is so good. There was another one that I looked up and I could not find it. So I'll try to read that. But I did read out. I've been reading that one since issue number 1. And I enjoy that one. That's a good one. It's about vampires, Nosferatu. So I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. So there we go. Blue Beetle was my favorite character. I read some Blue Beetle. It was what was it, around issue 12? What was that, in the 80s or 90s? I can't remember. Maybe late 90s, late 80s, I want to say. Scrolling through Booster Golds. Okay, cool. I think I'm all caught up. What is that? Doug said Silver Age between Kirby and Steranko. Amazing. Cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong with those two guys at all. Turbo Man, definitely appreciate you, brother. On that note, we are going to wrap this thing up. Again, some great content that is going to be coming up from the channel this upcoming week. We're going to be releasing a couple of pre-recorded videos, including a video that focuses on the power of comics. And I firmly believe that comics have a lot of power, and anybody that denies that is probably somebody that is has never read comics or is just not a good person, because comics are dope. I also went to a con recently, specifically the Charlotte Comic-Con, which also happens to be my grandmother's name. Went to that con, first con I've been to in quite some time. So I do a little bit of a recap from that. I did not do a whole lot of filming on site at the con. I'm still kind of getting my bearings with some of that stuff. New locations, new filming equipment, that kind of stuff. And then also CGC made a mistake. I don't know if you guys can believe that, but CGC made a mistake. But here's the thing. It actually worked out to my favor. And in the video, I'll be talking about that. So in addition to those pre-recorded videos, we're going to be doing the Comics Today show on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also going to be releasing a podcast on Monday and a blog post from my man Doug on Wednesday. So a lot of great content that's going to be coming out. And I will jump on Discord. If you guys are interested in continuing the conversation for a little bit, I'm going to head over to the Discord server. There should be a link in the description. Head over there. Let's chop it up for a couple of minutes. Maybe we can continue this DC Marvel debate. Even though we know that there is no best, we can continue the conversation. Any good signers at the con? No, this con, man, was primarily people selling books, bro. There was a small artist row, but it was primarily people selling comics, and it was fantastic. Terry is asking, did I pick up anything for the con? Now, here's the thing, Terry. You know that I was at the con, Terry, because I spoke to you like 3 times. And you know that I'm not going to tell you what I picked up, because you have to stay tuned for the video, Terry. The question is, what did you pick up, sir? What did you pick up? You were walking around with something in your hand, looking to get something else. The question is, did you get what you were supposed to get before you left that con? Terry's a good guy. He came to Garage Con, hung out with me, and I actually saw him at the con and spent a little bit of time talking to him along with some other people. So shout out to my man Joe. He's got the charity mystery boxes going out on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to getting that. I got the notice. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. There is no best, but there is better. Well done. I actually respect that comment. All right. As always, if you guys need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram. And like I said, I am going to head over to the Discord and hang out for a little bit. And hopefully you guys will join me over there. Take care.